So, Bei, we'd love to hear more about your part in this knowledge translation. What is your role and what is your
Yeah,
process?
so as I mentioned earlier, in this people project, we actually try to make the research results understandable and also accessible for the caregivers, the teachers, the parents, or even the teenagers and children. So it was important for me and my role to see how can I kind of translate the knowledge. So the one part is about the content itself. How can I actually organize this information? So like in the outline layout in the homepage or in the magazine, it was quite important for me to really look at the aesthetic, that it gives the feeling of inviting and also visually pleasant, so that the people feeling it's something that they could understand. And also the length of the text, the length of our title, how we word that, that's actually also a very key point in the whole design process. And beyond of the wording and layout itself, in the illustration, of course, I try to recreate different kind of scenes that we would know in our daily life, which means I try to connect through the picture idea, connect to the people that they could maybe have the same situation, a similar feeling about a situation, visually presenting that. So that's the one way, and the other way is to also use some visual metaphor. For example, there was a really beautiful text about a teenager talking about growing up could be also difficult. And so in that illustration, I use a bird as a metaphor that growing up, and it's like beautiful plants growing out of a head. So on the one side, it's visually pleasant, it's nice to watch, but the other side also is actually reminding of the feeling like pulling out, because the plants actually you cannot see them on the end of the illustration. It's like it's growing out and pulling out. So also this actually kind of simple connection, I hope that they can also recall the emotions and the life experiences that we all know from our daily life. So that's a way how I try to create the connection and also the feeling of identity, that that's something that I can also feel with as a reader. Yeah, and at the end, of course, as an illustrator, I use the colors to also I use a lot of textures and structures, what I mentioned earlier, that come from daily life or different materials I collected to kind of recreate a visual world that hopefully the readers can also immerse into, that they can really also just enjoy the aesthetic of it, enjoy watching it, and have a feeling it's not a hard reading lecture or a content. It's something I'd love to join and also to share with my friends. Yeah.